So one of the major issues that people have had with the Dialogflow's previous web demo integration, it was called the one-click web demo integration, is that there was no way to have the web chat widget automatically pop a message to greet the user. Now these days, as you might have noticed around the web, that's become a very common practice. So I just briefly went into this topic in the last video, but I'm going to go into this a little more detail this time. So what is happening is that when you set the welcome event in one of the intents in your agent, it is going to be used as the intent which decides what shows up in that welcome message that the user is going to see. And you might have also noticed that that welcome message just shows up automatically. That is, the user did not have to interact with the bot to see that message in the first place. So we had this message which was welcome to the new Dialogflow Messenger. So I'm just going to change it a little bit. Welcome to the new and improved Dialogflow Messenger, and of course it's not improved. I'm just adding it. The Dialogflow Messenger was just released recently. But the point is that I made a change to the message which shows up to the user, and I was able to do that just by simply adding, or rather changing, the response into the default intent, that is into the welcome intent. And in this case, when I say welcome intent, I mean the one that you chose as the welcome intent by setting the welcome event into that intent. So what is happening under the hood, if you are interested, is that when the bot loads, it's going to sort of send a message like a welcome message. It's going to sort of like send this event to your Dialogflow agent, and Dialogflow is going to take a look at all the intents you have in your agent and see, like, hey, is this welcome event present in any of the intents? And if it does, then it's going to take a look at what is the response, and then it's just going to automatically load that as the chatbot loads on that page. So to see that in action, we go back to our WebStorm editor and I open the browser, and if you take a second, you see it says welcome to the new and improved Dialogflow Messenger. So what this has done, of course, it's sort of like fixed one of the most, I would say, one of the most annoying issues which was there with the one-click web demo integration previously, where they did not have this feature. And as a result, the web demo integration was really like, maybe it was just a good example, but it was not very functional. So this has changed that. Now, as I mentioned, Dialogflow is going to search for this welcome event, right? So what happens if we delete this and we save it? So right now, no intent in your Dialogflow agent has a welcome event associated with it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this again, and let's just wait for a second, and notice that it actually comes back with one more time, which is actually not an intent, which was I guess this is coming from the intent for the fallback. So when the chat widget loads, it's actually taking a look at which intent has that event, and when it sends that event across, it finds that there's no intent which has that event, so it goes to the fallback. So we don't want that, of course. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and add the welcome event back to this intent, and let's just save that, and I'm going to close the tab. I'm going to go back to my WebStorm editor, and let's just give it a second, and let's open it, and you're going to see that it's coming back with the old message, welcome to the new and improved Dialogflow Messenger. So this is how you initiate the conversation in the Dialogflow Messenger integration.